Have you ever been totally lost on what you should do for your art career? Same. So just the other night, I ended up staying up all night, up until at least 6:30 a.m. or so, wondering if I was on the right path or if I was making enough money. I'm not. And it was a lot. Ended up talking to a friend and kind of discussing with them all the different things and aspects of what I'm currently trying to accomplish and do with my art career. Just like the direction, and also, probably most importantly, what is my comparative advantage. This is an art channel, not too surprising, but there's 1,000 million art channels out there on YouTube. So, how is this art channel different? And as it goes with a lot of these talks, it's not some never before thought of thing that was the solution, was the answer to what my comparative advantage is compared to other channels out there. And what it ended up turning out to be is me focusing on my intellectual property. As well, I see a lot of channels out there that are comic channels that talk about their comic, or animation channels that talk about animation. But I don't see a lot of crossover on those. It's a crossover episode, people, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm fairly equally interested in both, but I have generally more time to do my comic than the more time consuming animation. However, I want to change that. I want to get a lot more animation up on this channel and do YouTube shorts with my animations and talk to you all about them as well. And another focus of this being about my own intellectual property, the Golden Troop, is I want to tell you all how to work on your own intellectual properties as well. A lot of channels really focus on how you can work for other people and get and make a career out of doing that. But there's not a ton out there talking about doing your own thing and being successful at it. And I want to do that. One of the main hurdles I had while I was up stewing, trying to figure out what it is that I'm trying to do with this business and this channel, was that I was obsessed with trying to think about, oh, well, what if I do how-to videos? Then I'm just going to become an educational channel. What if I do the business around art? Then I'm just going to become a business art channel, and I won't really be able to focus on my own property. But there's a way for me to do all of those, a little bit anyway, and also have one overarching theme amongst it all, and that will be my property, my comic called The Golden Troop. And what I'm hoping to accomplish with that is that because there'll be a continuality, there'll be a continuity between all the videos that I have on my channel, and people will be able to recognize that right away. But it also won't completely keep it so I can't ever expand or talk about other subjects that I care about, because I do care about business and the marketing and the running that side of things with your art. But I also care about maybe showing y'all how to draw a horse or two, or maybe showing more animal art. And I want to be able to do all of these things. I don't want to just have one single thing that I do and just be kind of trapped in that way. So I think having this as the general overarching theme of my channel, just being my comic and overall, and then just, having individual segments about it, will accomplish that for me. Another really interesting thing about thinking of your own competitive advantage or comparative advantage is by discovering it, by sitting there thinking about what it is about my channel, what is it about my channel that draws people in and makes them interested in watching. Because that's the main thing, right? Is we want people to watch our content, and we want people to watch what we do and care about what we do. So I think it's also really good to sit down and do this with your own channel and figure out what it is that I'm doing or I'm saying, or what it is about my artwork that is totally different, or at least different enough from other channels that will make people want to be watching. In doing this, some of the ways that made me kind of realize oh, okay, this is going to be my advantage, is watching a lot of content and watching a lot of other YouTubers and seeing what they do, and being able to pick out their comparative advantage and figure out what it is that is about their channel that really draws you into their content. And that can be just as much inspiring as it is affirming what it is that you don't want to do. So if you are watching a channel and you see that they're only talking about numbers, finance, business, and you're like, I could never, I don't want to do that, I don't want to be pigeonholed or trapped into doing that, then really don't make videos like that, because if that's the video that blows up on your channel and you end up focusing on that topic just to be able to help grow your channel, you're going to be frustrated. So definitely keep an eye on the things that you don't want to do just as much as the things that you do want to do. And this video is sponsored by my shop. If you're interested in seeing more of the Golden Troop characters from the series, also some fan art I've done in the past of various other properties, then go ahead and check out my shop on charreed.com. It really helps me out while I'm growing this YouTube channel. I have lots of information I can share about my shop, so if you're interested in that, then feel free to ask questions about it, because I want to help you grow. I'm hoping you want to help me grow, and we can grow together. Overall, being able to pick out what your comparative advantage is over other channels will allow you to be able to find a hole in the market. Like maybe there's something that other channels are just not talking about, but you're interested in it. Keep that in mind. That's important, because if you focus in and listen to yourself and understand that this is really what I want to do, then this will help you overall and allow you to be able to have topics and interests that could be lacking in the community that you're interested in growing. So if there's anything that you're interested in when it comes to, say, growing your own independent or intellectual property, let me know, because I'm looking for ideas and helping to grow this one. And the main things I want to do is explain my experience, tell people how I want to do things moving forward, but also I want to help you. And in order to do that, I need to know what you're interested in learning about. So while I have a lot of experience developing my own property, I'm also going through and doing this all from scratch as far as a YouTube channel is concerned. So if you want, you can grow with me and we can grow together, and we can, both have cool different properties that people care about and are interested in. What do you think your comparative advantage is for your channel or your social media presence? What is it about you, your art, and the combination of those two things that is unique? What is something, when you take the sum of all the parts and put them all together, what is that cool thing that you're left with? Or what can you sum up in one word, or maybe one or two words, your whole entire presence on YouTube or whatever social media platform you're working on? So that's the video this week. I just had a lot to think about and to consider, and I've planned out the videos for the next 3 weeks, and I'm excited to get working on them. I want to really focus on animation and also my comic, getting out at least 2 comics per month. And I will be wrapping up the Golden Troop Volume 1 pretty soon. It's almost got, all the characters are introduced at this point. I just have to finish up this Volume 1, and then I will start on Volume 2 after a little break. I also want to get Volume 1 printed out, and you could have a copy of it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time and your attention, and I hope to see you next week with a new video. Take care.